Hello Fantasy Faithfuls and welcome to Deshaun Watson's Fantasy Snapshot. In 2019, Watson will be facing a group of teams that last year gave up 273.6 fantasy points to quarterbacks, 16th least in the NFL, with 11.3 yards per completion, 25 passing touchdowns, and 3 rushing ones on average.
Watson protected, escaping, gonna run for it. You get a block on the edge, he's gonna get there, first down and more, and Deshaun Watson inside the 10, into the end zone for a touchdown!
Breaking down his passing, Watson has almost exactly the passing patterns of an average quarterback. There's nothing that stands out that makes him different when it comes to targeting at all. However, where he stands out is his accuracy. He's above league average in all zones, and the main one are those throws to the deep right and to the short middle where he is extremely proficient. With the yards per completion, we take a step back to average in the deep zones, with only the deep middle being above average. This is surprising with DeAndre Hopkins on the team, but the rest of the guys don't gain too much per catch. The short zones all look great, and with the accuracy there, this is where the yardage in the air will come from. The opponent that fits his strengths the best is the Denver Broncos. They gave up 10 yards per completion, and opposing quarterbacks had a completion rate of 75% in the short right zone. Watson's one-game floor is 12.5 points and ceiling 29.7 based on all the games he's played in the league. This is the 4th highest floor and 2nd highest ceiling for quarterbacks. Extremely good numbers, even if I prefer the floor to be the higher one for quarterbacks. And the likeliness of him scoring above the ceiling and booming is decent at 4%, while his bust risk below the floor is low at 2.3%. So very low risk quarterback, but with a high ceiling that rarely will be outscored. I like it, a lot of stability. His touchdown rate last year was 5.3%, 15th highest in the league, just below league average, so he scores air touchdowns, but he's not relying on them. Based on my market share study, I have him predicted for 506 pass attempts and for 63 QB runs in 2019. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. His interception rate last year was 1.8%, which was the 21st highest in the league, a low number, but not low enough for me to expect some negative regression. His sack rate was, however, 12.6%, highest in the league. He takes way too many sacks, but that is part of him too. Watson was very polarizing in 2018. You can clearly see that every peak was followed by a downfall for a week or two. He was still usable for 10 weeks, which is great. The situation breakdown for Watson shows that he makes no difference at all depending on where he plays. He scores the same at home as he does on the road. He does, however, score a lot more when playing a team that struggles against quarterbacks, but then he scores less against teams with a losing record. So you want him in games where he plays a struggling defense, but with a strong offense. Watson had 85 red zone attempts in 2018, and with those attempts, he scored 21 touchdowns. His success rate of 25% is 1% below league average, but his main thing is his 5 rushing touchdowns and no interceptions. So with 30% of his team's red zone carries, we can rest easy. The average risk of him not scoring above 15 fantasy points in 2018 was 26%, which is higher than most other quarterbacks in the top, so it's a bit more up and down than someone like Andrew Luck. Based on his current ADP of 77th overall and all the numbers I laid out in this video, I give him a draft grade of A. He's the only quarterback that I'm willing to spend a higher pick on, and that is because the picks is way below Rodgers, Mahomes, and Luck. That is what separates him from the other top quarterbacks in my book. He's just cheaper.
Watson steps, throws, end zone! He's in! Touchdown!
Hello Fantasy Faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.